we going?
Can we adjourn first? We're going to start the meeting by looking around the site next door, if that's okay.
Right.
So before you start your discussion, you can
Have a look round.
have a look round. Quick
I
one.
will tell you now, there is two trip hazards. Yes.
Yeah.
Right? We will point them out as we go through. And there's a cable running right through an extension cable, so we've got lights in the retail area.
There is the third, but you won't tell me about it.
No, we set that one up just for you, Charlie. Can you stay at the back?
It's a trench. I'll bring it in tomorrow.
I picked it up actually, and I thought, oh, is this mine?
Right, we can now continue with the meeting, yes. Welcome everybody. Apologies, Bob.
Pete Lippiat
Is on holiday.
is on holiday. Claire is occupied with a stage set that she's producing for a charity group, and also the third one. Andrea Boxon is the meeting at Arnold at the moment.
And obviously David.
Susan sends her apologies, hopefully she'll soon be fit out as we've discussed before they came back, so hopefully she's going to have a little operation on Sunday and hopefully that will
Can you send my regards, please?
None of the independents have said anything to me, so...
I was aware of it.
Sorry?
I was aware on Saturday, of course, there was their charity do and says, see you Wednesday.
Oh yes, I'm sure they were.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, declaration of interest. Any? No. Any over there? No. Good. Noted. Notice of lobbying? None. Noted. Grants? Application funds for
Yeah, the right one, Charlie.
Additional funds.
additional funds.
Funds.
Your glasses are all right.
Yes, I think I need another pair. From reserves to cover the additional building works, ADO builder services and texture.
I said privately to one or two people that about a fortnight, 3 weeks ago, I was doing the sums and I just could not get them to balance. There was no way it's going to happen for the original budget. As soon as we got the fire alarm people come in and AJ Builders come in doing works that I don't think I'm suitable for doing, A, the fire alarm, and B, the hanging of doors, because they're too heavy for me nowadays, hanging doors, which you got in your pack, your paper.
I have printed
The two quotes, it just wasn't going to, the best will in the world, it just wasn't going to happen.
I'm disappointed by the going over budget, but maybe.
Well, the best thing is to say you're going over budget and declare it. It's no good pressing on regardless.
I presume because it's extra works now, are we getting additional quote, not just AJ Builds? I understand Tex they are, as I told you, specialists in the area of fire alarms. That's fine. AJ Buildings.
It's going to hold the job up while we get quotes in.
Should that not be normality in this council? I'll ask the
Well, I think we're satisfied with it as it's done all over the place.
I don't think it's satisfaction. I think it's the matter of making sure that you have 3 quotes to make sure that you're in the market where it should be.
I think David's right, Mrs. Mayor, because I think the 72 Act says that you need 3 quotes for any work done.
I think, Mr. Mayor, the previous work is done. This quote came in quite well when you were searching for quotes. It's not, it doesn't rip you off, does it? It's not over the top.
Well,
It's fine.
Yeah. Councillor Watson, we're not doubting that for one moment. We're just
Yeah.
saying the legality of what it should be. It should be.
Yeah, I understand that's the legality.
We did actually do a process of 3 quotes, and they became the preferred contractor for building in this project.
But now we've got a totally different project.
I would have thought that could have read out.
To the original project, because the original project was for the post office, etc. Now he's gone, and we've had to redevelop. So it's a total different project because you're asking for funds, and that's why it's definitely a different project. I'm suggesting that as per legalities, we should be getting 3 quotes. Is that
Can we-
Mr. Clark, Town Clerk?
Well, you're quite right with the what it says on the legislation.
Is there a bottom figure though? Surely there's a bottom figure. Well, you won't need a quote for going and getting a pencil, 2 pencils, 3 pencils. There's going to be a lower figure
I
that.
haven't got a clue, but I mean,
but
to me,
again,
to seem to be right, you have to get 3 quotes.
you're probably right as regards the legality and everything of it, but that could be, as far as I'm concerned, deemed as part of this project to finish it up.
Yeah, but I'd say it isn't, because it wasn't part of the project. We didn't know that was going to happen when this project was taking place, and then it came about that he up to bloody went. After trying to keep him here, we failed, so we've had to alter our plans and get another tenant, which has caused us to do alterations to which is a new plan as far as I'm concerned, and therefore we should be getting
This will-
appropriate quotes.
This will actually be a financial cost because it will delay the project.
Yeah, there's the same,
I understand,
same
but-
type of jobs, aren't there?
I understand, but we should, before we get to this stage, have got 3 quotes.
No.
Simple.
Well, I've called this meeting at the earliest possibility of
Bob, I'm not denying that for 1 minute.
to let the council know.
Mr Mayor, he's doing the same type of jobs that he did here, door hanging and that sort of thing. Why would his quote be any more expensive for the same jobs? We want somebody in that from as soon as possible. You go out and get 3 quotes, we've got to set yet another meeting. You're probably not going to get started for 3 more weeks. And so it goes on and on and on. I don't think there's any reason to doubt this gentleman. He worked very well, very proficient, and his original quotes were the best. It's the same. It's not as though we're setting out a different criteria of work for him to do. And it's not our fault that the so-and-so has deserted us, the post office bloke.
Exactly.
I think the
You're
chair...
being a bit pedantic, to be honest.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say, Mr Mayor, is that yes, you get 3 quotes, but you're not duty bound to accept the lowest quote.
No.
You're duty bound really to accept the quote which is best for the council, rather than the lowest quote. So the lowest quote might come from some cowboy down the road who, when he comes in, makes us impossible. You've got to do it all again.
You can, sorry Chair, you can forgo the legalities if you want, as Councillor Mawson keeps on about the way it was good and whatever, but the legal requirement is 3 quotes for this new phase of this development. It's simple as, if you want to ignore the legalities, then please meet it.
No, I'm unsure that what you're actually saying is correct. There is going to be a bottom value. And there is a higher value. I do know what the higher value is. If it's over 100,000, you have to do it in advertise on the Gazette, the National Gazette, and if it's over £1 million, you have to advertise it throughout Europe.
I'm not going to...
So, but there is a different band. I don't know where the 3 quotes band is.
But can we make sure that if it is a requirement that we do address it and we'll move on?
Well, can I say, Mr Mayor, that these want to carry on working, so having looked in it, can we agree tonight? Do you know what I mean? So that we can move forward. Otherwise it's another meeting, it's the 10-day rule and all that jazz. It'll be a fortnight before.
It will, but if it's legal, Jodie, that's what has to happen.
Bob,
I don't believe we're doing anything illegal.
I'm just checking up to see what his unit cost was for 10 doors. I'm just picking up his previous quotes from the previous jobs he did on this place to find out what the cost was per door.
Yeah, I'm not really bothered about it. I'm just on about the legality. Should we be getting 3 quotes? That's the only question.
Right.
Not how much per door, or he did a smashing job and we like him and blah blah blah.
Well, can I put then something forward that we check what the minimum value is, because there is going to be a minimum value in regulation, because it'd be ridiculous to say you need 3 quotes to buy a pencil.
Absolutely.
And we work inside those guidelines, and if it is a legal requirement above that, we will then get 3 quotes.
All I'm asking, simple as move on.
Can we have delegated authority to the town clerk or to the town hall committee to go ahead and purchase once
That's
we find...
Once that's established, perfect, no problem to me.
Righto. We're talking AJ Builders on that. I hope tonight, because of the fire alarm, because of the difficulty of the fire alarm, with it being specialised, we would move ahead straight away with that.
100%. No, I can't do it. It is a specialist thing. There's plenty of fire alarm people about that Tex, as I said to you, were up there with the rest, and I know quite a lot of them. But as far as...
That, by the way, is not just... That is actually, some of it is this side of the building as well as the front.
Well, as I said, fire kills, so that's almost important. But hanging doors don't kill, that's what it drops on you. So if you look into that and give the delegated authorities to the clerk if it's not required, and crack on.
Can we do a formal proposal second on that?
yeah. All in favour of propose it, Bob?
I'll have formally proposed it.
I'll formally second it.
David seconded. All in favour?
For the record, it's the fire alarm one. I formally move that those moved.
I'll second that.
Yeah. All in favour?
The skirt. Now the plaster, we may get someone to do that for free of charge for us.
Who's that?
One of our numbers is a very good plasterer.
Oh, sorry, what?
One of our number is a very good
Oh,
plasterer.
excellent, excellent. That's what we like to hear. Anyway,
Can I just ask one thing though, Mr.
Well, as long as it's book free, that doesn't matter, does it?
before we proceed further? I mean, the state of reserves, what is it like at the moment? Bearing in mind that between now and next April, we've got a loan repayment, we've got salaries, got an election to pay for, all sorts of sundry items, such as bills, utilities. Have we got that sort of cash to in the bank, and also enough to cover this? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to see this council come February and be able to pay salaries.
No,
I know we're getting some money coming in.
Charlie, we're inside budget on all of the matters. This is the only thing we're taking for reserves, and at the last year the reserves were to historic high, so there is money to take this amount out. I don't want to take money out of reserves, I don't want to do it, but sooner we get that finished, sooner we start getting revenue back
I know
in.
you've got some revenue coming in, but it's balancing it out.
Yeah,
I don't know what we're going to charge the guy for next door.
well, it's on the square meterage basis that we're doing everyone else in the building.
So,
The police are paying for it.
Yeah.
So exactly the same.
Yeah. That's it, then. I think, in the meeting, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tell it.
that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it. Because everything else is related to it.
Yeah. What we do need to look at is this legislation and find the minimum.
Ken's doing the question, why aren't you saying?
Well, it's not present, so I'd rather I don't particularly want to name somebody if he's not present. I don't do that sort of thing.
And until he accedes to do it, I don't think I should name it.
Yeah, that's why I was doing it that way.
He might not do it, he might not do it. Until he confirms, I don't think he should name it.
Well, he has.
I think
He has.
so it is.
He has.
Pardon?
Oh, sorry, here we go.
No, I said, patient, thinking it was him, and
I know, we're not telling you.
Right, do you want to look around the front?
Well, I presume